This is probably a bad thing, but whenever I get lonely or bored, my instinct is to just put the camera up and talk. The coaster came with me. My anxiety's been pretty bad the past few weeks, and it's been weird today. I'm not anxious, but I have the symptoms of anxiety, which I guess is maybe the same thing. Let me explain that a little better. I have had a very like nervous energy all day. So I spent like the morning doing housework, did a bunch of laundry, did some cleaning, and that was good. It kept me busy. And then the afternoon hit and I just got so bored. But bored isn't quite the right word. I always have trouble explaining exactly the feeling, but like, it's like I was restless. I was sitting there and I was just like, I didn't know what to do, and I felt like I had to keep moving. And then I was going to go for a walk, and then it started to sort of rain, and so I thought, well, there goes that idea. But yes, I ended up doing a bit of baking, and by the time I finished that, I started making my dinner, and then I finished that, and then I ate my dinner, and now I'm here not quite sure what to do. The camera's tilted and I'm trying to ignore it, but I can't. That's a little bit better. I don't know if I want to post this because like there's no point, I guess, to it other than to like... But let's find a point in this. What point am I here to make? Okay, I don't feel great. I have anxiety. This is what happens, and usually I go and annoy my mum. But I can't do that right now. She's not here. So I'm annoying you instead. I think that a lot of people, if they felt this, would like go out, would catch up with friends or something, but I don't really want to do that right now. I'm also like in one of those moods where I'm like, I don't want anyone near me. I don't quite know what to do. And I'm really trying to not just sit on my phone, which is what I tend to do when I feel like this. I just end up scrolling through TikTok for like hours straight, and then I end up feeling worse. So instead of doing that, here's the point. I found the point. Okay, here's what this video actually is. We're having a self-care night. Yay, okay. I used to do self-care nights all the time and I really enjoyed them. They made me feel good, and not gonna lie, they were like aesthetically kind of nice. But I don't think this is necessarily going to be pretty. I have always been really intrigued by the kind of separation between like actual self-care and then like pretty self-care, the things you see on Pinterest or Instagram. And I think my ideal self-care is a healthy mix of the two. So let's think, what are real self-care things that I should do to make myself feel better? I need to drink some water. So I'm gonna basically brainstorm right now, and then we can get to actually doing some stuff. So first things first, it's just Coke. No one freak out. I don't really drink. People are weirdly judgmental about that, but it doesn't feel good. Anyway, I need to drink more water. That's something that generally makes me feel better. I am in a constant state of dehydration. I did clean my room, actually. Yesterday I did most of it and today I did a bit more. So that's not something I need to do tonight, which is so exciting. Like, generally my self-care nights are 60% cleaning, because generally when I'm in need of self-care, all of that stuff isn't important. Cleaning's not important, just like getting out of bed is. But, okay. Oh my god, no! Oh my god. Look what I just did. Oh my god, on the carpet. And there's no... I'll be back. Hang on. Well... Damn it. waste of good ice. Of course that just happened. Of course it did. Okay, back to the point. Okay, I have no idea what I was saying. Tell you what though, major improvement from how I used to be. Something like that would have ruined my entire night. And now I'm able to look at it in a more calm and more logical way where I can be like, okay, it's happened. No use crying right now. We can grab a towel and sort it out. And now, like, we can't even see that it happened. The ground's a little bit wet, but like, totally fine. Nothing wrong. It's a spilt drink. And I know to a lot of people that's like, what point are you making here? But like, a few years ago, that kind of thing, I would go into like an absolute spiral of like self-hatred because like, how am I such an idiot that I spilled a drink on carpet? But like, it's a spilled drink. It's fine, really. Honestly, it's my fault for drinking on the carpet, but it's fine. I've spilled drinks on my laptop. These things happen. I was watering the garden before and aimed the hose at my phone. Back to the self-care things that I need to do tonight. You can tell that I'm anxious. I'm like very jittery and I hate it. I hate feeling like this, but I find sometimes I just need to let myself kind of shake it out and like let myself move however kind of comes to me, because it does help. And like, there's a lot of times where I can't really do it because people are around and get really annoyed at it, but I'm alone right now. No one can be annoyed at me, and if you're annoyed, you can just like skip ahead. Honestly, who cares? Okay, we are going to see what the internet says about self-care. Because I was making a point about like kind of social media self-care and then like real self-care, we're gonna go onto Pinterest and just look up self-care and see what happens. I can't spell. Jeez. Okay. I have found a list. It's meant to be like a day retreat thing at home, but like, we're just gonna take some of the points from it and make it a thing. Alright. First thing on this list is yoga, which actually sounds like a great idea. I used to do yoga all the time, and then I stopped. Wow, what an interesting story. You are so great at storytelling. Genius. No, I used to do yoga a lot, just like for fun, but then I stopped probably during the pandemic because it's the kind of thing where like I didn't want anyone like walking in while I was doing it, because then people ask questions and it's weird. So yeah, it just kind of stopped. So maybe I'll do a bit of yoga. I probably won't film that though, just because like feels a little bit strange. Journal. That is something I want to do. I love journaling, but my life is really boring, and so I find myself not journaling because like, what do I have to write about? But I actually have like a really like complex internal world, so I have loads of things to say that I just don't. Reading. This is something I want to do. What book's on my thing at the moment? At the moment, my next potential read is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn, Hugo. Why was that so hard to say? Anyway, I would love to read that. It's been on my TBR for like years. I've owned it for probably over a year now. It's one of those books that I really want to like, and I'm scared to read it because of that. This list also has colouring or craft, and that's interesting, but I don't want to do that because I cleaned my room and I don't want to make it messy again. That's the problem, because I jump from like project to project. It's just always messy, and I don't want to deal with that right now, so I'm not gonna craft. The last thing on this list is actually an at-home spa retreat. So I think I'm gonna do a bit of yoga and then pick a book, probably Evelyn, Hugo, and have a bath and like actually do all the things that maybe I don't like doing but I should, like moisturizing my very dry skin. I hate moisturizing because I hate how it feels, and I hate the next day when you shower and you feel slimy. I hate it, but I need to do it because I get really itchy sometimes because I'm so dry. I think, yeah, I think I'm just gonna like let myself take it easy, I guess. Let's go. I'm just gonna do it or else I'm not gonna do anything. So I need to stop talking and just go. Okay, hello. I'm a little bit embarrassed by how sweaty I got during that, but I haven't done it in ages and it was working muscles that I forgot existed. So I'm quite warm now. I'm going to take a little bit of time before I have a bath just because I feel like you're not meant to bath when you're hot. Is that a thing? I don't know. I know I didn't do any of that correctly. I would just wanted to be moving my body a little bit. Get out a bit of that energy, rest myself, focus on my breathing, you know. You saw a small clip of that, and I just watched it back because I did a time lapse. There is one point where it looks like a cat vomiting, but it's fine. I weirdly am already feeling like so much better and so much more relaxed. So I think I'm going to spend some time finding a book, finding some music, and getting the bath ready, because this bath, even though I barely fill it when I have a bath, it takes like 12 years to fill up, so that needs quite a bit of time. I also need to go and make sure that the dog is outside so that she doesn't destroy the house while I'm gone. So, okay. That was the best bath I've had in so long. I feel so relaxed and calm. The time just passed. Usually in the bath I'm kind of very aware of the time passing and like just kind of waiting around because that's what you do in the bath, but this time I just relaxed. I had some music on, Hosier if you're interested, and I started reading and I am hooked on this book. That hasn't happened for a while, so I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening reading until I get bored, or maybe I won't, but if I do I'll probably just put a movie on or something. I'm feeling quite good now. I'm definitely much calmer than I was and feeling a lot more relaxed. Hello. That was such a sweet little meow. Hey, come here. Something I didn't mention before is technically self-care. I usually, after I have a bath, leave it dirty, like drain the water, but the oil kind of sticks to the tub, and this time I actually cleaned it straight away, which I know sounds stupid to some people, but it's a massive like weight off my chest. I know I don't need to like do it tomorrow, it's done. And sometimes self-care is the boring things that no one cares about, and they're not pretty and glamorous, but yeah. I've been reading for a bit. It's about 9:15 at the moment. I have been reading and I was feeling fine. But the loneliness has hit again. Woo! This always happens. But that's okay. I'm probably just gonna keep reading and try and like push through it. I didn't realize the time. I was kind of sitting here, I had my lights on, but the sun had still been kind of up, and just as it set, I felt, well, it's because I had my window open and my neighbours had music on. Not my style of music, but music nonetheless, and I could hear them like talking and laughing, and something about that just aches. I don't know, it just made me feel very lonely. But I'm not gonna let myself dwell on it too much. I actually think I want to journal, so maybe I'm going, I might do that. I might write a little bit and we'll see what happens. I really want to keep reading though. I'm really enjoying this book, so. Okay, I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm getting quite tired and I'm just gonna read until I fall asleep. Journaling was actually quite lovely, just got a few things off my chest. I forget how much I love journaling when I'm not doing it, so maybe I'll find a way to get back into the habit, but I have my dog here, let me show you. She's with me now for the night because the neighbours were letting off fireworks again. They have been every night for like a month. There go more. It's okay, baby. Anyway, but yeah, I'm going to turn off most of my lights and just read for a bit and then sleep. Thank you for joining me this evening. I needed the company, so that's why this exists. Jinx, it's okay. It's alright, baby. Oh, honey. Thank you for watching. I upload twice a week. You can subscribe to see that. My social media links are all below. Yada yada yada. I don't care about any of this right now. I'm quite tired. Good night.